Good morning from our homestead in Alentejo, Portugal. Portugal recently had a storm named Martinho hit, bringing record high winds and torrential downpours. Here's how it affected our homestead. Hello from Alentejo, Portugal. So I got back from a trip a couple days ago, and I got back just in time for a pretty big storm. The night that I flew back, during the middle of the night was when the wind was just, it was so strong. We both kept waking up in the night. John came and checked the front door to make sure it wasn't gonna just burst open. Felt like the roof was gonna just fall on us. But there was no big damage that we saw. But you might notice behind me here, that happened yesterday while we were at the boys' soccer practice. So we left for town. We were away for maybe, 3 hours. It was pretty dark when we got back. The first thing we noticed was that one of the pots was completely fallen. And it's a pretty big pot. Let me show you. So this pot was just completely knocked over. I'm glad it didn't break, actually. And a few of the other pots were down, and we were like, wind so strong that it knocks over these huge clay pots with soil in them. When we arrived, none of this was here. We tidied it up last night. Kind of wish I would have left it so I could show you, but it was dark and we just went into cleanup mode. But anyways, you can see how the metal table is all bent. It was over by where the succulent pot is. So it was all the way over there. The chairs were all up against the fence there. The umbrella was completely over. This table was up against also the fence. The kids' table here was also all the way over there. And then, we saw that the tree had ripped apart. If you remember, I think it was last year, we had a big storm and part of this mimosa fell onto the house. But so now, it's split in so many places. We have this huge split here. We have this split here. We have another one here. It's just, this part is all down. Somehow a pencil bag ended up there. All of our yellow boots were thrashed about. And you can just see that whole part of the mimosa fell into the planter. I'm super happy that it's clearing up for a moment because we have had nonstop rain. So I was away for over a week and it rained. So I'll take you to show you the spillway in a little bit, but let's finish looking at the damage around the house. So in here we have this planter. We had these pots that had different things in them growing. We had some sweet potatoes in water to try to get them to grow so I can plant them. But in one of these, this one, that is comfrey that I grew from seed, and I have not had very good luck with comfrey by seed. So I'm definitely gonna move that. The nice thing about comfrey is that I'm not sure how big of a root it is. Let's see. So what you can do with comfrey is cut the root a couple times and just plant the root, and it will come back. So I'm gonna do that and put it in a couple places on the land. I was just waiting for the frost to be done and then my trip to be over. So yeah, need to tidy up the glass. The other thing that fell was this, which held some of our seeds and stuff. So you can see broken glass there and seeds and a broken favorite plate that I had put on there because I wanted to find glue and glue it back together because I loved that plate. But and then down here, even some of the tiles from the roof flew off the roof. I think you can even see it over here. So you can see the tiles got all wonky. I mean, so many of them. So many of them broke. One more reason to get our roof redone. We've also had crazy amount of leaks. It's gotten really bad inside with all of the rain. We have leaks in between our pillows in John and my room. The boys have a couple leaks in their room. The leaks in the kitchen have just gotten crazy. So really we hope that we can get the roof done soon. I think John's gonna go to the bank once we get a estimate of how much it would be and see if we can get a loan because we really want to get that done. So let's also check out the garden the doggies are looking at. So you can see the artichoke got thrashed. Goldie and her eggs are no longer there. Okay, I think a night or two before the storm, either the dogs found the eggs and ate all the eggs or a predator did. We're not sure. The dogs haven't had really stinky toots, so we're not sure if it's them, but could have been. But yeah, it's just like, it got so thrashed. The top of this cover for the borehole pump, also, I have no idea where it went. Here, let's go in the garden. All of the fava beans are like pushed aside. Same with this is rucola. All of that thrashed to the side. This is so we moved this trailer thing here, and this is kind of our like propagation station. You can see all the pots got knocked over. Thankfully a lot of the plants didn't, but yeah, this is actually in pretty good shape. These are our figs fig branches that John is trying to propagate, and a few other trees that we still have yet to get in the ground. Just a little shout out to the mini swales. You can see that they're working. That area normally doesn't have a lot of green at all. So it's working by collecting the rainwater, letting it absorb. I haven't looked to see if there's damage over here. We've seen a few fallen trees. So let's see. This is a beautiful view from up here. come up here. When we were driving in after soccer practice last night, I realized we did see that the goals were moved. So yeah, the wind moved this one there and completely knocked that one over, which, I mean, they're not that heavy, so it's not that surprising, I guess. This one over here. All right, goals restored. These two trees are pretty dead. Looks like you can see a bunch of the little branches, slightly bigger one there that had fallen. We always tell the boys and ourselves that we shouldn't walk around the trees after there's been so much rain and storms, because for a good week or so, things still can fall from the heaviness of the rain soaking into the dead wood. I can't remember if that one was already fallen like that. Yeah, more. Just wanted to check on my tilia tree. This is a tilia. Yay! She has a couple little buds. Awesome. You can see again how much water is in there. We've just had so much water. So that is full marshy land there. We've seen some mallard ducks coming in here. We've seen a cormorant the other day. So definitely all the water is attracting a lot of birds, which is exciting. Once all the wildflowers are out, we're going to take you on a tour of our land. So this is just a little mini version just to kind of assess for damage. So let's go check out the spillway. And you can see it's really flowing. So yeah, really beautiful, flowing along. Lots of little pools for crayfish and other animals. You can see over there that huge tank. So John had just moved it to the orchard slope because we want to use that to help water the orchard slope swales during the summer. And so he had just moved it and it's empty. So it flew all the way from there. I don't know why I'm laughing because that could actually be really bad. And then yeah, you can see that all this area is also really marshy. It's flowing a bit there. And at the end of this path, you'll see we get to another area full of water. This is the run up from our neighbor's land, from our neighbor's lake. It goes all along the Canash, and usually all of this Canash is stacked up right here, and it's kind of this bridge that we built. So obviously that got thrashed around. But yeah, it creates a sweet little pond. There's little flowers called crowfoot that grow. Some of them are in bloom. Let's see. So you can see those little flowers. They're so pretty. Okay, so keep going. So yeah, this whole thing flows all the way to the end. And then this is soggy. So now we're going to go back up to the orchard slope and check on the trees. If you're new here, we planted 20 or so trees in the fall to make this slope here a fruit orchard. So the wind is picking up. So the spillway, the orchard slope. Oh no! Oh, that's so sad. Ay, 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 ay. Dang it. Oops. So this is the loquat. And it apparently snapped. Dang it. Could I add duct tape? Just kidding. That's a bummer. I wonder if the tank flew down and hit it. All right, let's walk this way. Okay, this one looks fine. This one's in bloom, looking gorgeous. Another one in bloom. Wow, this is exciting. This is persimmon. So we planted persimmon trees. I think we planted 3 the first year and none of them worked. And we planted, I think, another 3. And this is the first one that's working. I hope the other follow suit. Look how beautiful, it's so beautiful. Huh. Okay, so those ones are doing pretty well. All the trees down that line look fine. And down this line as well. One of the figs that we planted. You can see it has a little life coming. Oh wow. Okay, more of this tree fell. The boys and John had built some sort of teepee thing that's knocked over. Well, the light sure decided to give you a nice show because it's just been gray and rainy. yeah, you can see where the branch fell. Wow. You can see all the oat straw starting to grow. I'm glad to see that there isn't too much damage. Let's check in on the coop. Again, more, oh boy. Oh no. All right, so as I walked over to the coop, I saw that Porgual, which is one of our chickens, that's French for Egyptian vulture. Yesterday she started acting strange and kind of was losing her balance and not able to stand. So it might be a neurological thing or eating something bad. But today she's also not great. So as I walked over to the coop, she was laying on her back. So I just needed to take care of her. She drank a bunch of water, she ate food, and I kind of bathed her off because she was really, really dirty because she can't stabilize herself. So she was kind of rocking to and fro in the dirt and poop and stuff. So rinsed her off. But yeah, like she was able to stand for a second, but then just fell back again. So I am just keeping my eye on her. This is really great. You're standing up, honey. That's good. Bravo. Let the sun warm you up, okay? Blackie's checking in on her sister. Good boy, Jack. So, yeah, I think that concludes my tour. Actually, if I turn this a little bit, you can see that some of the shelving fell. But I think that's the last of any of the slight damage. I've seen like a lot of damage in other places. So our hearts go out to everyone. Yeah, just gonna leave you there. Just a quick video to show you what's up on our land after the storm. And now I need to keep watching Porgual Madeira, and I also need to make some lunch and things like that. So hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.